Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video for the hashtag Let's Make Together 2025 Alter Composition Book. So I have a playlist on my channel if you want to see it from beginning to end. But here is what we did last week. We partially glued the cover, and we also built in the little case file in here. This is what we're gonna do today, and I didn't do anything else on the inside, but I'm thinking that I want to cut this apart and use as pockets, so this way I can slide in my files and maybe some ephemera and maybe even this little, and I'll just make it into a journaling card because I can't figure anything else out that I want to do with it. But today I figured we would work on some more ephemera, and I mentioned to you that I had an idea about this magnifying glass, and my idea was to include a fingerprint. And I have my own fingerprint here, so I don't even know if I want to give this away. Somebody might want to commit a crime, and they have my fingerprint. Now, I did punch out a circle, and I don't know what size this is. This is 1.5. And I cut it so this way I can pencil out my outline, so I can make sure that I have an even border all around. And then I'm gonna come in and line this up best way I can so I can give myself that border, but it looks like it's a little too thick. So the board is a little too thick for the punch. So I think what we're gonna do, I don't wanna pull out a die. I think what I'm gonna do is do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm gonna give myself a way to get in here and cut around. So I hope everyone is doing well. If you're playing along, we would love to see it. Use the hashtag Let's Make Together. And if I didn't mention, this is an open collaboration that's hosted by Caryl from Free Spirit Arts and Tammy Van Antwerp Art here on YouTube. And as always, the links will be in my description box below. And there's a couple of channels playing along other than myself. There's Angela Toma from Dogwood Paper Arts, and also Deb Hawk. I think she actually finished her altered composition book, but she did a half one called Strawberry Bliss. That was really cute. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating because I can never cut a perfect circle, even when it's drawn out for me. So that's as good as it's gonna get. And what I wanted to do was, now these are book page journaling cards that I had in my stash, and I'm gonna back these up because I'm gonna want to sandwich the fingerprint inside. So it'll be decorated on the outside, and then you can journal around the hole on the inside. So we're gonna have to do the same thing, and I think I'm gonna want this one. And I'm gonna have to line this up and figure out where my hole needs to be. Sorry for the reach. And that's where my hole will be. You can't see that, but I just penciled it out. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I've been having a lot of fun working in this alter composition book, and it is starting to become a little chunky. I think next week when we come on the next video, which will be Thursday, we'll finish up the back cover, and then hopefully by Monday we can bind it in and finish the spine. That's my plan. Let's see if it works out. Because I might have another idea to add something else. And this is something, this open collaboration that Tammy and Caryl are doing, this is something they want to do repeatedly, and I think they already have their plans for July, and they're not saying. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim this down just a little bit more. And all right, keep trimming. This part doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be sandwiched underneath the magnifying glass. But yeah. And I'm hoping to get back to creating my digital junk journals. I have not released anything since January. And I want to get back into it. I miss it. I miss designing. I missed playing around with the different, okay, I think that will work. All right, so now we're gonna take this one and we're gonna outline here. Let me just make sure at least I'm straight on one side, because these are not exactly the same. Okay, so I know I need to cut in on the, all right. Okay. Yeah, so I have a couple of ideas now for the summer, but if there's a design that you might be interested in other than this case book, because I'm currently working on turning that one into a junk journal kit, well, drop it down below. I would love some suggestions now for the summer. That would be fun. What would you like to see? I mean, there's a lot of ones out there with bees and travel. But I'd be interested. I'll take suggestions. All right, so that's what we got. This is all trash. And now we're going to, now I sandwiched this between two. So the fingerprint is actually on this one. And I used some Stays On ink and did my thumb. I cracked myself up with that. Oh my God, Dahlia, what goes on in your head? So I'm gonna, I didn't want it to rub off. So I did it on the inside. I'm gonna sandwich it. Get as close to this as I can. The stuff that goes on in my brain. All right. All right, so what I'm gonna do, no. Let me, oh, I'm not gonna glue these together just yet. I just want to put the acetate down. All right, so this one is gonna go first, and I want this to be right in the center. And ooh, almost rubbed my own fingerprint off, although it didn't. Oh, it didn't smudge. It's there. Okay. I don't think I need all this extra acetate, so I'm gonna cut this off. Just minimize the bulk. And then I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna lay this one on top, so I don't need all of that. So I'm gonna cut this to about here. Okay. All right, we're doing something. We're doing something. I don't think I need that circle anymore. All right. So let's lay some more right here. Across here. Down this side. And here. That might be a little too far. That might be a little too far. So let's get a little closer to the window. All right. I'm gonna burnish that down. Not sure if that Stays On ink would have stood. I would think it would have, but I didn't want to take any chances. And it would have rubbed off. That would have been a tragedy. All right, let me just make sure this acetate is clean. And then we're going to go right in there. All right. We're done with the tape. Let me put that away before I cut myself. Now we're gonna close this up. Ooh. Just like that. This is what we have so far. Can you see that? Can you see that? Not even in frame. There it is. All right, I think I'm still gonna need just a little bit more. No, I think I'll be fine. I think I will be fine. Let's get all this out of the way. I'm trying to work neater, but it doesn't always happen. This is gunky, ew. Let's see what we got. And there's my napkin. I just refilled this okay. I refilled it, but I refilled it with tacky glue this time, and it's like super thick. I think I need to add just a little bit of water to just thin it down some. I would hate to break my bottle from all the squeezing. Plus it's hard on the hands. All right, I think we are good to go. We're gonna lay it down this way. I'm gonna bring it to me. We're gonna scooch. So we're even on 3 sides, or as many sides as I can. Okay, I'm gonna trim that down. What's everybody working on? Other than the altered composition book. I know that Angela was doing an altered, not altered, a file folder journal. And Tammy has been doing a bunch of stuff, what's in my basket. She does that one. She does Tarot Tuesdays. She's been a busy beaver. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna want to ink this before I put it down. Especially my imperfect cutting right in there. should have inked this one, but I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and I think I'm gonna pull out, because that's really wonky, another frame to put around there. I'll figure something out for the back, but I thought that was kind of cute. So this is going to go right there. So let's glue that down. And what can I come up with in the back? I'm gonna have to find my dies, my circle dies. Because I do not have one of these in reverse. Although that would be a thought, wouldn't it? It's not a bad idea. Print it in mirror image. All right, sorry, I was concentrating. So there we have that. Is that glue? Yeah, that's glue. And we have that. Cute. And what am I gonna put on top? What can I put on top? No, I want to see through. Where are my words? Words, words, words. Put that there. Oh, did I have a word that says clue? Scene of the crime, search. Suspect, investigate. Fingerprint. Oh, fingerprint. Not kind of big though, but. Cold case. Victim. Clues. Okay, maybe I can use the smaller one of clues. Oh, I'll use the bigger one. Oh, did you hear Lily? Lily's upset because Larry went to the gym and he is super attached to my husband. So he has been whimpering because we took him outside and then we came upstairs and my husband kept, you know, stood downstairs to go to the gym, and now he is wondering where'd he go because he was right behind him. I live in an apartment building, so it's 3 floors, so trust me when we try not to have to go up and down these stairs as often as we have to. Oh, Dolly, you're heavy-handed with the glue, as always. I'm gonna shift, stay right there. Okay. That's what we have. And now I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do in the back to disguise my messy, messy, messy cutting. Didn't want to have to go pull out my circle dies, and it looks like that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, thinking I'm being smart about something, and I still had to go and do it. But that's okay. And then this one, let's see, do I want to put it there? I think it's too much. Or maybe layer it here. What do you think? Why is my light so dim? I don't like it. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But there it is. Just gotta cover that up. Create a little frame, but there we have it. Let me get a little bit of water here to clear that up. I got glue in the window on my fingers. Okay, there we have it. There we go. So there it is. I have something white. My journaling card for today's project for the hashtag Let's Make Together 2025 open collaboration with Caryl from Free Spirit Arts and from Tammy Van Antwerp Art. Guys, if you've been following the series, I've been having a lot of fun. But to next week or on our next video, we're going to finish the back cover, get that all down. And depending how much time that takes, we can start preparing. Well, we'll do the back cover and then we'll glue it down. And then we can start preparing to bind this in. I did do a journaling card for that center pocket. And then some ephemera here. We have that there. My big handprint there. All right, so we're moving along. I gotta be ready because July will be here before we know it. All right, my friends, let me know what you think. Check out what everyone else is doing. And as always, stay blessed, stay healthy, stay safe. And I'll see you at the next video. Bye now.